From WNYT Albany, News Channel 13, live at 5, begins right now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Rachel Teedy. Steve is off tonight. A couple in North Greenbush got quite a shock when a giant crane toppled over onto their house. Luckily, nobody was hurt. Kumi Tucker joins us now live from North Greenbush with what's going on there now, Kumi. This is quite the scene.
It is quite a scene, Rachel, and they're making a lot of progress. We are on Sandra Drive in North Greenbush, and of course, the big job was to get that crane off of the house. Take a look at what's going on here right now. They have been making a lot of progress, especially over the last hour. You can see that the crane is mostly off of that house, although it's suspended by these pulleys. A lot of people in this neighborhood were asking, how is this going to get done? Well, Dawson's Body Shop is really getting the job done. That huge boom that's sticking up into the air right now, fully extended, maybe 150 feet. That was actually sticking out through the backyard into the woods, and now it's back upright again. There's been a lot of work here. This is usually a very quiet residential street, and but it isn't today. There's a lot of heavy equipment here, and a lot of people have come out to watch what's going on. There was a couple inside the home when that crane crashed. The Shappies, Robert and Jackie, say they hired A&J Tree Removal to remove 3 trees in the back. They say the job was set for tomorrow, but the crew showed up a day early, and they had just started work when police say one of the outriggers, a stabilizing arm of the crane, went down through the septic tank, and that brought the rig up and over. Authorities say there was a worker up on the boom at the time, and when it came down, he came down with it. They estimate about 70 feet. Luckily, they say he was not injured. The truck has crushed part of the roof, part of the equipment smashed through the brick into the den, pushing back the desk inside. Bob Shappy talked to Channel 13 photographer Bill Webster earlier today.
A lot of tree branches crashing down. So crash, 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 crash. And I ran out and I knew that guy. I could see the guy up on the boom, and all of a sudden he was gone. And luckily, they said he didn't get hurt. It's a miracle. God was with him.
And police say structurally they have no concerns about the integrity of this house. Of course, the family will have to assess all the damage once that crane has been removed from the property. But again, Rachel, they've been making a lot of progress, especially over the last hour. Reporting live in North Greenbush, Kumi Tucker, News Channel 13. Rachel, back to you.
Kumi, thank you. What a thing to start your day with, man. Let's head over to Chief Meteorologist Paul Cano. Paul, a little bit of a thunderstorm right now you're watching.
Yeah, a couple places, Rachel. We've had some action going on across mainly western New England, and this shot is from Bennington County at Southwestern Vermont Medical Center, looking east into southern Vermont at a thunderstorm that's been rolling on by on the CDPHP first warning cam. It's behind a deep circulation centered over eastern New England that's been throwing moisture back in our direction. The wettest areas have been Bennington and Berkshire counties, but even as far back as the Hudson River Valley, we've seen some scattered showers rotating through parts of the, let's say, the Northway out toward exit 11 and down into the Helderbergs and down toward the Catskills on the thruway near Hudson and Catskill. Temperatures, meanwhile, have been able to climb up toward the 80-degree mark in the valleys, while other locations with thicker clouds are stuck in the 70s. It's a muggy afternoon with this deep circulation over, let's say, roughly Boston, continuing to have an impact on our weather. So a few scattered showers from time to time, maybe a steadier rain in a few spots taking us into the evening. So probably a good idea to take the umbrella with you. Mostly dry, though, otherwise with temperatures sliding back into the muggy 70s as we head toward the midnight hour. Much more on this circulation, when it will slowly depart, what that means for the rest of the week's worth of weather coming up in just a bit. Rachel.
Paul, thank you. A deadly fire investigation now underway in Saratoga County. The sheriff's office says the fire happened on Saturday shortly after 5 p.m. on Greenwood Drive in the town of Milton. Officials say once those flames were put out, they found the body of an 84-year-old woman. The cause of that fire now under investigation. An Albany man is facing charges for allegedly carrying an illegal handgun. The Albany County Sheriff's Office says 25-year-old El Jihad Vickers was stopped last night in the area of Central Avenue and Colby Street. That's near the Blessed Sacrament Church. And that's where they say they found a loaded .380 caliber semi-automatic gun, which they say they had no legal right to possess. Vickers was also found to have an arrest warrant for strangulation. The 25-year-old charged with criminal possession of a weapon. New at 5, the owner of Lola Saratoga told us her Guilderland location will be closed longer than anticipated after last week's burglary. Now, police say 3 male suspects stole merchandise from the store that sells high-end products. News Channel 13's Tessa Bentulin in studio now to explain the owner's decision to keep that shop closed. Tessa.
Hi, Rachel. The owner, Megan Druckman, says she's decided to close the store for a few more weeks because she's adding additional security measures. She wouldn't say what those additional security measures are, but this is the second time in less than a year that Lola Saratoga has been burglarized. At first, she thought she would close the store for about a week or so. Now it's going to be longer than that. Now, the first time that she had the burglary was back in December at her flagship store in Saratoga Springs, right on Broadway. That was video of her Saratoga Springs store there. Thousands of dollars worth of designer merchandise was stolen then. And the same thing happened again last Tuesday at 12:45 in the morning here at her store in Stuyvesant Plaza. I spoke with the Guilderland police just a few hours ago. They told me they don't have a definitive amount of how much was stolen yet because the owner, Megan Druckman, still needs to do an inventory check, they say. Police say the 3 male suspects got into the store by smashing the front store window and then drove off with the stolen goods in a newer model white Honda SUV. And now new at 5 as well. Police say they know that for sure because of an eyewitness there and surveillance video. Now, no arrests have been made yet, and Guilderland PD are asking if anyone who saw anything or lives in that area and has a Ring doorbell camera, please give them a call. Rachel.
Tessa, thank you. Today, the City of Albany Mayor Kathy Sheehan signed into law the new city speed limit starting January 1st, 2025. The new city speed limit will be 25 miles per hour. That's a decrease from 30 miles per hour that's currently in place. Aside from the reduced speed limit, the city will also install red light cameras, install speed bumps on more than 20 streets across the city, and school zone speed cameras. City leaders say the change is another way the City of Albany is working to enhance public safety and improve access for all modes of transportation. Well, as we've been covering the aftermath of several tornadoes here in the greater capital region, there's a push to increase funding for the national network of centers keeping an eye on the weather. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer toured the New York State Mesonet today. It's located inside UAlbany's eTech building. It offers data and live pictures from weather stations across the state. Schumer is proposing $30 million more to boost the network. That'd be a 50% increase in funding to the national network that it's part of.
The more information you have coming from more different places at the same time, the better you can predict what happens. If you can know better and quicker and more in advance where a tornado will hit and precisely where it will hit, you can save lives.
Coming up live at 6, Stella Porter speaks to the director of Mesonet about what new technology that funding could provide.
Now, Big Board Sports with Roger Weiland.
Well, very good evening, everyone. Despite a second-place finish in Saturday's Jim Dandy Stakes, Sierra Leone will run in the $1.25 million Travers Stakes. That, according to trainer Chad Brown on Monday. Sierra Leone ran second behind Fierceness on Saturday in that major prep for the Midsummer Derby, August the 24th. Sierra Leone, who was second in the Kentucky Derby, didn't run a bad race. Fierceness was just better. Fierceness, who needs more time in between races, will likely skip the Travers. The Travers is shaping up right now as a showdown between Belmont Stakes winner Dornoch and the sensational filly Thorpedo Anna. The countdown is on for Rudy Winkler at the Olympic Games in Paris. The Averill Park grad will participate in the prelims on Friday in hopes of making the top 12 and advancing to the finals on Sunday. Winkler is the American record holder in the hammer throw, and his goal is to win a medal. The experience of competing in his third Olympics can only help.
I'm excited to go in with that much experience, having gone to the Olympics twice already. It won't be as much of like a emotional or like shock when you get there, dealing with all the new things and experiences that you have to deal with the Olympics. So yeah, it's good. Being experienced will be it'll be interesting. I'm hoping that it'll be an opportunity for me to just be there and enjoy it for what it is. You know what I mean?
All right, good luck to Rudy on Friday. Rachel, back over to you.
All right, Roger, thank you so much. Chief Meteorologist Paul Cayano tracking some storms right now. That's coming up.
The viral nature of his obituary, I think, would have made him happy that he was finally able to not only come out, but come out big.
We are all storytellers. Stories live inside the person who finds the strength to meet the challenge of the coming day.
We're making this community strong.
Stories live within the hearts of our neighbors.
One Marine crawled Teddy's body and saved his life.
Stories live within the minds of those who seek to make change.
They only see one side of us. You know, we're human too. We have families.
And they live within the lives changed by a single defining moment.
Be as generous and kind as you possibly can to one another.
Stories live in each of us.
We got a miracle.
There's a story inside you.
Hurrah.
Tell the story. News Channel 13. Coverage you can trust.
News Channel 13 salutes Specialist Paul Whipple from Colony. He served as a combat medic in the Army during the Vietnam War in Germany. We salute him and thank him for his service. Well, right now, the Olympic Games continue on News Channel 13 and on Peacock. And according to the Olympic medal table, as of 5/11 right now, the U.S. has won a total of, 20 medals so far, ranking 6th among all of the different countries. Today, Team USA men's gymnastics earned their first medal since 2008. The team earned bronze behind Japan and then China. Tomorrow, the women's artistic team all-around competition will take place, and that starts at noon. Now, you heard Roger mention Olympian Rudy Winkler a couple minutes ago. There are several other athletes competing in Paris as well that are local. Jimmer Fredette is competing in the 3x3 basketball, Grace Claxton in racing in the 400 meters hurdles, and Lauren O'Connor and her rowing team finishing 5th in the women's quadruple sculls repechage today. They will row in the final B on Wednesday. So a lot of happening in the Olympic world. We'll keep you updated on that in our special newscast coming up at 7 o'clock. But first, let's head over to First Warning Chief Meteorologist Paul Cayano. Paul.
Hi, Rachel. We're looking at a couple of showers and thunderstorms we've been tracking over the afternoon hours out in Pittsfield now on the CDPHP First Warning Cam. This is looking south. These showers were a little more robust, let's say about a half hour, 45 minutes ago. They're weakening in southern Berkshire County, but there's still some rain coming down at 67 degrees. And here they are on the first warning live Doppler. So for reference, here's the state line, the Mass Pike exit 3, and you get out to the outlets at exit 10. Now south of there, on 7 toward Great Barrington and out on 57 toward Monterey. That's where we're seeing these showers in primarily Berkshire County. Additional showers rolling across the Hudson River from Catskill to Hudson, now on Route 9 toward Taconic and Red Mills, heading toward the Catskill Mountains, or the Taconic Mountains in Columbia County. And you could see out here in portions of southern Vermont some pop-up showers and even some rumbles of thunder here as some lightning strikes have been indicated on the first warning live Doppler with the activity out over portions of southern Vermont. Elsewhere, just a few spotty showers. Saratoga County diving in off of the Adirondacks. So probably a passing shower or two for a few spots, but I'm not thinking about a big ton of rain here late today on this Monday. Meantime, temperatures in the 70s where we have thicker clouds, lower 80s in the valleys and in the normally milder spots here in the greater capital district, all underneath this deep circulation centered over eastern New England, kind of like a April weather pattern here, pulling in moisture. You can see the stream of it here right around the backside of that circulation in from the Atlantic Ocean. This thing is going to take its time leaving, so more showers around tomorrow. Then this front kicks through on Wednesday with some showers and thunderstorms, and that'll finally dry things out for later in the week. So tomorrow, 60s to start, in and out sunshine, but like today, some passing showers and thunderstorms around. Notice that circulation still throwing back moisture on us until it finally gets out of here. Overnight into Wednesday, it looks like some showers and thunderstorms lift to the north. Then the cold front sweeps through around 5 or 6 o'clock. So scattered showers and storms around here on Wednesday afternoon as well. 68 tonight, staying muggy with a few more passing showers. 87 tomorrow. I think fewer showers than today, but still some around. Wednesday, scattered showers and storms, leaving us dry on Thursday with highs near 90. And right now, Sunday looking to be the better of the 2 weekend days.
Bring on the heat.
Yeah, why not?
I love it.
Still July/August.
Absolutely. Thank you, Paul. Well, thank you for joining us live at 5 here on YouTube. News Channel 13 live at 6 is on News Channel 13 here in just a little bit with Mark and Sabrina.
We'll see you then.